Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
So finally, there's been some good news in regards to Elijah McClain, the 23-year-old in Aurora, Colorado, back on August 30th in 2019, that was murdered by police officers and paramedics. A phone call was sent to the police department saying that there is a black man walking around with some sort of a mask on, ski mask, and he looks suspicious. Well, when the authorities, the paramedics, and the police officers arrived, they decided to put him in a chokehold and administer a lethal dosage of ketamine that eventually took his life. Now, as it is said, again, that happened in 2019, and it pretty much got ignored, right? It wasn't a lot of traction given to the story. Well, of course, when George Floyd, the situation with him where he was murdered by Derek Chauvin, took place, then Elijah's case came back into the forefront. Then the state of Colorado decided, okay, well, let's look into this and see what we can do. So recently, it was 5 people who were on the hook for what happened to Elijah, 3 officers and 2 paramedics. Now, only 1 officer got found guilty, and the 2 paramedics, they were found guilty as well, and they were found guilty of criminally negligent homicide. Again, the police officer for the carotid chokehold is what they called it, and the paramedics for giving him the lethal dosage of ketamine. All right, so good. Somebody is going to be held responsible, and they face up to 6 years in prison for murdering Elijah McClain. But this is the part that I really love, you guys, and I'm going to read this to you. It comes from his mother, Sheneen McClain, and she says, "I am sure that if Elijah had been one of their children, family members, friends, or comrades, they would not have been so indifferent to what was happening like they were with my son. They cannot blame their job training for their indifference to evil or their participation in an evil action. That is completely on them." Woo, and this is the part right here that really just got me just woo. "May all of their souls rot in hell when their time comes." Now, I totally agree with her, because often we hear about black families who have had their black loved ones snatched from them by evil. "Oh, well, I'm sorry you have to go through that. I wish you didn't have to go to jail." We've seen black people get up in courtrooms and hug the defendant. We've seen them stand at the podium and say, "Well, we wish that Dylan Roof didn't have to face the death penalty for what he did to those 9 people there in South Carolina as they were worshiping in church." We've seen it a bunch of times where, for whatever reason, black people feel like they need to administer some sort of forgiveness, and we ain't really all that mad at you for what you did to our loved one. But I love the statement of his mother being Elijah. Y'all can rot in hell as far as I'm concerned, because what I look like wishing forgiveness for you, or saying that's all right, when my son laid there on that sidewalk screaming and begging and crying for his life, talking about, "I'm sorry, I'm a good kid, I've never done anything wrong." And like she said, y'all didn't need no training to hear my son bellow out cries to help. Don't kill him. So yeah, she's right. Whenever your time comes, whatever happened to you, when you go down below, so be it. It's out of my control. And if I had some say so, I wouldn't ask for anything differently, because you didn't ask for that for my baby, as he was robbed of his life, as we were robbed of him. Elijah being a very talented individual, they didn't care. as he sat there and said, help me, please, I'm sorry. And that went on for minutes. And then the paramedics decided, well, we're going to shut him up by administering him some ketamine. From what I understand, it's a drug that they often give to horses. And the dosage that they gave to him was so much that it killed him. But the police officers and the paramedics, they were saying, well, no, it was them. No, it was them. They were blaming each other. But at the end of the day, one of y'all, whether it was the police officers or the paramedics, could have said, hey, enough. Let's stand this guy up and see what's really going on. Is he really a threat? You know, because they said he had the mask on, whatever it was. In August, it was hot. But that's not unusual. People do those type of things. That don't mean they're up to something nefarious. They didn't even take it that far. They did what they did to him, and they robbed him of the, a questioning process. Hey, young man, is everything all right? You seem out of sorts here. You got this thing on and it's hot. Is everything? They didn't do that. They decided he was a threat and they neutralized him. So again, I agree with Elijah's mama. May your soul rot in hell for what you did to my baby. So everybody else that has gone through what she's gone through, and God forbid will go through what she's gone through, y'all better take notes from her. Take notes from her. And as Farrakhan said, as I leave up out of here, we always forgiving people who ain't never asked for it. None of them people asking for forgiveness, because they wouldn't give it to you if you did that to their loved one, like she said. So anyway, before y'all leave, if y'all can go to africandiasporanews.org and sign up for our app that we have built for you, I would love and appreciate you for that. In the meantime, y'all, please tell me what you think of the story. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here